Well, hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. So tonight Dave's come all the way from Australia to help us with a wee bit creative photography. So join us and let's see where this wee journey takes us tonight. So before we start, what we're planning to do is, because of all the dark nights and all the heavy rain and the storms that we've had, it's not always easy to get out. So we thought the creative photography we'll do tonight is Dave's going to help me model. He's going to go into 4 positions because we had a wee idea and a little theme where our wives keep telling us that we can't do anything more than once. So we're going to prove we can multitask. But what I'll do first is I'll just turn the camera around, and if Dave steps out the scene a wee bit, what we're trying to achieve here is we want one image where there's no one in the scene. And that'll come really important when I come to edit this in Photoshop, because what you want is a really clean scene with nothing in it. And I'll walk you through the process of taking the 4 images, and then I'll show you in post-processing why it's important to have a clean background so that when we do the edits and we rub areas out of the photo, it's consistent all the way through. So for this first shot, Dave's going to pose there by the door. I'm using manual focus just to make sure I'm locked on Dave, and I'll take the shot. 1, 2, 3, perfect. So for this shot, we've got Dave standing pretending he's cooking, but he is a very good cook. Right Dave, just 2 seconds to get you focused. Right, so if you turn round, shot number 2, that's shot number 2. And what I'll do is, as we're going along, I'll share the individual images with you. So the third image is Dave standing at the sink. So he's looking as though he's washing. Right, Dave, look as though you're doing some washing. Turn around and gives a cheeky wee smile. There we go, perfect. So that's the third image, and I'll share that one with you now as well. Now the last shot, the 4th shot, is Dave standing at the island. So let's get Dave in focus. There we go. Right, another cheeky wee smile, Dave. Take the shot, and I'll show you that image, and that's the 4th shot. Alright, so before we move to the post-processing section in Photoshop, and I'll walk you through the layers, we've got 5 base images. One image is the empty room. Second image is Dave in the fridge. Third image is Dave cooking. 4th image is Dave washing dishes. And the 6th image is Dave with the bowl. So we'll bring all those images together and post. And hopefully this works out, especially with this Australian happy smile. Thanks, Dave. Now in Photoshop, so if I highlight the 5 layers, the first thing I need to do is make sure they're all auto-aligned. So if I just select Edit Auto-Align, and then once I know they're all aligned, I can start. Right, so the best thing to do here is turn off all the layers at the top, and now you'll see when I mentioned in the video that we want a really clean base image, this will become really apparent now. So there we go, we've got Dave in that first image here at the fridge. If we turn the 3rd image on, then we've got Dave, and I've got a funny feeling that he's going to be wiped out when we do the reveal. So what I want to do is add a layer here. So if I select a masking layer icon, go to the black, go to the paintbrush, select black, and then what I want to do is rub out Dave, and my fears have came true. We've absolutely rubbed Dave out. Yep, we've got our positioning all wrong. Right, anyway, we'll keep going. We'll absolutely keep going. So again, I'm in the layer 3. I want to put in a mask. I'll increase the size of the brush because we want to add Dave. Just keep rubbing away. And then we've got Dave in here. And then the 3rd image, again, we want to add the mask. And then what we want to then do is rub away all the areas round about Dave. And then we'll bring him in when he's doing the dishes. And this is why it's important that we've got the camera on a tripod. This is why it's important that we've got the camera in the exact same position. We take the base layer image as well And then what we can then start to do is build up from there. So if I zoom in, I've rubbed a wee bit away. So if I then switch to white and then I reduce the size of the brush, I can pull back all the detail in Dave and his jumper. And if I go all the way around him, that way I'll be able to pick up anything that I've missed. So instead of having 4 Daves, we've only got 3 Daves because I misjudged how he would look. Now what I can do is add into this layer, just to show you if it makes any difference. We'll put in a masking layer. We'll see if we can get a bit of Dave in there. Not a thing. Right, so that's just not going to work. So if I'll put Dave back, we don't need this layer at all. And we're left with 3 Daves. So that teaches us a really good lesson when we're planning it. Plan it properly, because I thought we had plenty of room behind here for Dave with the saucepan, and it clearly hasn't worked. However, we do have 3 separate images, and hopefully this gives you something to work on. And remember, if you want to have more than 3 or 4 figures, you need to plan your space better than what I've done here. Right, so to finish the image, all the layers, and then go to layer, flatten image, and then that gives me my image. What I might want to then do is a little crop. So if I probably, where's Dave's feet? I'm gonna chop off the top. Nah, we need a wider ratio. So if we go to the original ratio, and then what we could then do is just do a 5:7, and then press X on the keyboard. And then what we could just do is pull down that just so the spotlights aren't in the image. Push that over a wee bit, just so he's a wee bit centered. And there you have it. There's our final image. All I need to do is save that as a JPEG. And yeah, I hope you've learned a lot from this. We've made a couple of mistakes just by misjudging the kind of second position. But we've got 3 Daves. Hopefully we get a lot of dark nights now, get a lot of bad weather. So hopefully this helps you be a little bit creative. And yeah, I'll hand back to myself and Dave. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Hopefully we've made a good video out of this, Dave, and hopefully we've helped give you ideas for creativity during all these dark nights. Thanks very much for Dave for his help.
We'll see you next time, Stuart.
We'll see you next time, Dave. Thank you. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do, because you know it's free. And if you press the bell notification, that'll let you know the next time I post a video. So thanks very much for watching, and here's to the next video.